Hello everyone, good morning. So I just came back for say a few words about Dharma. So as all of you know, in Buddhist point of view, is now whatever we face in this life, happiness or the sufferings or whatever we face in this life, it's all the depends on our past lives karma. So even though whatever we sees, whatever we feels, is also the habitual of or the karma of the past lives. So in the explain of the Buddhist, we talks about 6 realms of sentient beings. So 6 realms is there are higher realms and lower realms. So 3 higher realms and 3 lower realms. So higher realms like God and demigod and the human. And for the lower realms, hell, hungry ghost and the animals realms. So these all 6 realms of sentient beings, they all have the different appearance and different feelings. So these all, whatever they feels and whatever they sees, these all the because of their karma, then for their past lives karma, then they see like that way. As a God realm is there's quite a lot of happiness, kind of happiness, but temporarily happiness. But this is also because in past life they have done something good. Then from that reflections, so karmic is very much like reflections. So that reflections, they feel some temporarily happiness. Like hell realm, they always burning in the fire, or they are torturing by some other like god of the hells. They feel too much sorrows and fears and angers in the hell, always burning and killings, but they cannot die. They have to feel too much sorrow and pain. Then this is also because of reflection of their anger and their misbehave and harm to other beings. So that's why they feels or they sees this appearance of the negative appearance like hell. So like animals, we can see there are large number of animals, they are suffering by killing or torturing by others. Some animals, they are killing and torturing and used as a slave by the humans. It's not only by humans, but among animals themselves. The bigger animals, they abuse or killing the smaller or weaker animals. Then always there are sufferings. So there are lots of sufferings which we can see in the animal TV channels. They're almost always there are sufferings. They have so much difficulties in their lives. So this is hopeless. So, but these all beings, as we human beings, maybe we have less suffering of the physical suffering than animals, but we have more suffering of the mentally. Even though physically, usually we are quite okay, but on the mentally, in our human brain is much more intelligence than animals. So that's why we have lots of conflictions or the thoughts, too much thinking for the past, for the future, for the present. So then they have too much growing of the stress and tension or all these things in the human intelligence, because of human intelligence. So of course in human intelligence, one part is very good, because we humans, we create lots development in the world, like scientific development. Then even though in the spiritual way also we can practice Dharma, we can learn Dharma, we can study Dharma, we can practice Dharma, we can get enlightenment if we practice Dharma properly. So in one hand, our human life or human intelligence is very wonderful, very nice. But in other hand, we are too much intelligence, then we too much thinking, too much thought, then it causes also too much hope and too much fear. Then this brings too much stress and this mental problem. So anyway, in our life, in our human life, from daily life, everybody, we always want to be happy for myself, yeah. All of us, we want happy. We want to be good. We don't want to be bad. But due to our ignorance, or due to our karma or past lifetimes, or due to our because where we are live in samsara, is full of suffering, then one day anyway we will face some sufferings or something which we don't like. It will face to us. So that time we should not upset, or we should not discourage, because Buddha says first we should know the sufferings, because now where we live is samsara. So samsara is the full of suffering, because root of suffering is ignorance. So why we reborn in the samsara? Because of the ignorance. We are wandering in samsara because of ignorance. So if we want to really free of all these sufferings and pains and negative emotions, then we must cut the root of the sufferings. If we want to cut one tree, if we don't cut the root of tree, then in the next year it will grow up. It will grow again. If we burn or cut the root of tree, then it will never grow up again. So even though we cannot give up, or if we cannot remove the suffering, when we face some sufferings, we cannot remove that sufferings, even though we don't want. But what we should do is, Buddha says we should understand the sufferings, and then secondly, we should give up the source of suffering. Source of suffering is ignorance and negative actions. So we all want to be released or free from the sufferings. Then we should practice Dharma in this life, because this life is very important. We have lots chance to practice Dharma in human life, because we have very good human body, and also we have very good human brain, intelligence brain. Then we have all the chance, right now we have all the chance to practice Dharma. So when we have this wonderful chance, if we don't use it, then one day we will lose this chance, because our life is impermanent. So everybody, it's very important to practicing Dharma. And then practice Dharma means whatever we learn or practicing Dharma, this Dharma should be kind of antidote of our ego and our selfishness and our anger, attachment, jealousy, and all these negative emotions. So these are the poisons of our mind. So we should cure our own poisons of our mind by take the medicine of the Dharma. So this is just, I like to share my just small, very simple and ideas to all of you Dharma brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning, and Rashidalik, Dharma sisters and Dharma brothers. Today I came back again for you guys, talk a little bit about my ideas. As we all know, since we take birth in this planet, then at the end we have to die. So this is very much like we are, it's very natural way. It's not possible. Since we reborn, then there's never die. So since we take birth, there is death. It's like in the morning, sun arises from the east, and then sun has to go forward to the west. At the night, sun will sunset. So that is like that. But the next morning, sun will arise again from the east. So it's very similar. So since we born, we have to use so much our body. Then when the body become very old, then our body becomes sick, then have to die. Like if we use to wearing one cloth many times, one time this cloth become dirty and too old, then we have to throw away that cloth and we have to get new fresh cloth. When you wear that new dress, you will feel like a fresh. So therefore, at the one hand, maybe that is very natural, and that is not that much situation of too much upset, because that is very common and natural way. But in the according to Buddhist point of view. So we believe past life, next life, and the karma. So therefore, this life is very important for get good life in the next. So past lives already create our this life. So this already done. We cannot change too much. We cannot change much. Whatever we got, this is already kind of produced by the past karma. So now we have to looking forward for the next life. So if we want to be a next life, will be a good life and happiness, then we must avoid all the negative actions through body, speech, mind. So that means in this life we have to be a genuine good human being with compassionate person and good heart person, and always have to concern for others and benefit to others. Then this is meaningful life and this is good human being. So then if we can be like that, then even in this life we will get lots of happiness for myself. If we have a compassionate person, then everybody likes, and we will find many good friends. Then even in the family, if between husband and wife, if they are compassionate and they concern for each others or respect each others, then this family become peaceful and friendly and happiness. Then even the society is also same. Society is also a quite big family. So if somebody is a good heart and good person, then that person himself also more happy person, and that person also can make happy society. So this kind of is very important. We must try to do. Then this become our life is meaningful life and good life and happy life and compassionate life. So this can bring more peaceful and compassionate society, and then slowly if we can expand this kind of habit of actions, taken action, then we have hope for this 21st century. This world can be peaceful century. So if we spend like good life, then when the time comes, when you're going to die, in that time you won't have any kind of regret, because death is very common, it's natural. Everybody has to die, not only yourself is dying. So it's very common. So then you can think in the when you are alive, when we are alive, I did all the good, and I didn't do any bad things. So now I don't have any regret. Even I die, after I die, I will reborn as a good human being again. Then I can also benefit others and myself. So this is how we have to use our meaningful life and good life. So this is very important. Thank you. See you.